You want to watch this segment? Andrew Johnston is here with the president of First Aid Ottawa. How are you? Good to see you.
Good.
This is a tricky time of year, eh? We've seen heat wave after heat wave. There's no question about it. This has been, again, one of the hottest summers we've had in quite some time. And that causes some problems for a lot of people.
It does, especially, I mean, for the population overall, but especially for seniors, for young children, or people who have to work outside during the day and can't come in. It can be very dangerous.
I can't imagine being outside working hard all day, like in construction or something like that. You got to be careful.
You have to be very, very careful, and the Ministry of Labour pays very close attention to work sites there now to make sure to minimize the number of injuries.
Yeah. First things first, and I mean, we all know that you should be hydrating and drinking water, and I know you've got a bottle of water in your tickle trunk there. It's so important because drinking the water, obviously you're thirsty and hot and so on, and it cools you down a little bit, but it does a whole lot more.
The whole point of your body cooling is all based on water. And so by maintaining proper hydration from the beginning, you allow your body to sweat, which cools you down, and it just maintains all your body systems. If you're not drinking water, and I'm going to emphasize drinking water, your body just can't cool itself down.
Yeah, because drinking other liquids doesn't necessarily mean you're hydrating.
Exactly. And I hate to do this, I'm going to make lots of enemies. But if you, all right, caffeine, all right, it gets rid of the moisture in your body, gets you rid of your water.
Is that because it's a diuretic?
It's a diuretic, all right, so your body gets rid of your water.
Yeah.
So again, you're losing the water, you're not staying properly hydrated.
Right.
So
this coffee's doing nothing for you?
No, absolutely not. If anything, if you want to drink your coffee, you got to make sure that you back it up and drink water.
Is that fair? Because I can't, go through the morning without a couple of cups.
Yeah, and I'm not saying give up your coffee, give up your caffeine, but you don't want to overdo it on a hot day, especially if you're going to be outside.
So does that apply to soft drinks as well that contain caffeine?
Anything that's got caffeine in it, and I hate to say this, all right, but as well, if you got your booze, all right, booze does the same thing as well as it dehydrates you.
Well, a lot of people like to reach for the cold beer on a hot day.
And that's not the thing to do. It may cool you down initially, but the alcohol is going to it acts as a diuretic. It's going to get rid of the water in your body.
Yeah.
And you need to make it up for it.
Now, tell me about days like Canada Day, where again it was really hot, super hot day. You've got thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people downtown. Yeah. And a lot of cases of so-called heat stroke.
Exactly. You get people who are dropping all the time on Canada Day, especially the people who are on Parliament Hill, because there really is no shade to go. People are really packed like sardines on. They're jammed in there, which brings up the heat as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't bring water with them. They don't have their own water bottle. They may not have a hat.
Yeah, you got a couple of items that people should. Where'd your hat go?
My hat fell down here. So you got a hat that you want to wear.
Right.
All right. You want to bring your own water bottle.
So, because on Canada Day, I know the organizers had all kinds of refill stations.
I have refill stations, but you got to bring your own water bottle. And again, it was learned from history that you got to keep people hydrated. So by having water on the hill, people can go in there and refill.
The other thing I wanted to ask you about is heat cramps.
Heat cramps. Heat cramps is actually the very first stage of a heat emergency. So it's on those really hot summer days, you start to get a muscle cramp. That's usually an indication, maybe I should start drinking a little bit more water to keep it from becoming more serious.
Gotcha. The other thing is, you shouldn't feel bad. I know everybody wants to be outside and it's summertime and all that sort of thing. But you shouldn't feel bad about going inside, getting out of the sun for a little bit here and there.
It's very, very important. If you're out in the direct sunlight, your body needs a break. And I mean, I know we're Canadians, we got to enjoy it. But try to be, if you have to be outside, try to stay in the shade. But if you find the heat's bothering you, go inside. If you don't have air conditioning in your home, the city's encouraging people to go to libraries or other buildings.
Go to the mall, go to a movie.
Exactly. We hate to do it, but on those really hot days, that's what you need to do.
Honest to God, the summertime is great and all that, but don't get too much of it.
Exactly.
And don't leave anybody in the car Like
No.
the pets, the kids, anybody.
Nobody should be left
Yeah,
in
like
a
if you're
vehicle.
taking grandma to, the doctor or something, don't leave her in the car without air conditioning and, even that.
Nobody should be staying in a car there now. I mean, we all know if your car's been out in the sun for a while, we go in, it's hot. You don't want to be stuck in that.
No. More information, firstaidottawa.ca. Andrew, always a pleasure. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you very much.